obviously the Bank of England made 2 emergency rate cuts in the last month. And so for a lot of people, they're wondering what the impact is for them. So if we focus on those with existing mortgage products now, what is the impact for them going forward?
Okay, well, I mean, firstly, to give you context on what happened. So the base rate was at 0.75 and it was reduced to 0.25, and that was on the 11th of March. And then, as you said, there was a second base rate cut, which was on the 19th, which went from 0.25 to 0.1%. Now, usually this is the Bank of England base rate is a means where banks can borrow money. So a lot of people are thinking that that will have a direct impact on their mortgage, which I'll come to shortly. But banks don't always borrow money from the Bank of England. They borrow money elsewhere. So the impact from a reduction in the base rate doesn't always necessarily have a direct impact on your rate and what you're paying. So if you've got a fixed rate currently, then that will remain exactly the same. It's a fixed rate of interest, and it's usually for 2, 3, or 5 years. So any changes in the base rate won't affect that whatsoever. If you're off the fixed rate, so you've come to the end of that deal and you're now on what's called the standard variable rate, again, it doesn't necessarily mean that your rate would be affected. We've started to see a few lenders, so the Mortgage Works being one of them, Virgin, I believe, as well, have reduced their standard variable rate. But not all lenders have reduced their standard variable rate as a consequence of the base rate cut. Now, if you're on a base rate tracker, and as the name suggests, it tracks the Bank of England base rate, and it's typically a certain percentage above the base rate, then you will see a reduction in your payment. It's usually 1 month after the base rate has been cut. However, it's always best to double checking with your lender. And what they would do is they would send you out some form of letter or notification, whether that be an email, just to confirm what your new monthly payments will be.